Hello, everyone. Rabbi Rosen here. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate having the time to reflect a bit with you for Shabbat, and I do speak with a very heavy heart because of the news of what occurred this week in Minneapolis. South Minneapolis is a place that is marked by wonderful neighborhoods, locally owned businesses, close proximity to 3 beautiful lakes, and a true sense of community and camaraderie. I used to spend a lot of time in that area with friends growing up. It was a wonderful place to hang out with high school friends. The peace and the tranquility of that neighborhood, of course, was shattered almost beyond recognition this past week with the shooting that took place at the Annunciation Catholic Church, one of the anchors of that community. Words fail all of us in the midst of a tragedy that would claim 2 young lives, as well as injuring 18 others. The evil, the terror that was wrought upon that congregation and school, weapons fired through windows, while children were at prayer at the first Mass of the year, it almost is beyond our poor capacity with words to even begin to describe. And so we are faced once again with this reality that has this horrible ring of familiarity. As the mayor of the city, Jacob Fry, noted, it is not a time to simply talk again about prayers and wishes. The children were literally at prayer, and only the bravery of older children and adults who were in the vicinity saved many and made a terrible situation a little bit better than it might have otherwise been. We are told in Torah this week, tzedek, tzedek, tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue. The doubling of the word justice suggests we leave no stone unturned in our capacity to move forward, to try to right the wrongs, to rid our culture and society of evils. It is wrong to simply say there might be one cause for a terrible situation, in this case, mental health challenges. There are always more than one cause when it comes to the realities of life before us. No one recovers from a cold simply by taking some medicine. We recover because of time, because of rest, because of fluids. We recover from societal violence, not only in addressing mental health, but by addressing root causes to the extent that we possibly can, and tightening the kinds of laws that make it at least harder for those who are at risk to take up weapons and to harm others. We may never eradicate all of the violence in our midst, but we are not free from the responsibility of trying. As Pirkei Avot says, Lo alecha hamlacha ligmor, v'lo ata ben chorin libatel mimena. You are not required to necessarily complete the task, but neither are you free to avoid it altogether. We do all we can do to make a difference. And so our broken hearts will be with the victims of the terrible, awful things that took place this week in Minneapolis, those shattered lives of wonderful, wonderful, angelic children. And we wish the very best for their families as well. But we do not allow ourselves, we cannot allow ourselves to use this as an excuse to say, just another shooting. Let us redouble our efforts on every imaginable level, legal, political, and certainly moral, to say all necessary steps need to be on the table so that we can help protect our future, our citizens, those precious souls that make up this country. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.